GoRout has changed how fast and efficient our offense has been able to function this year. Um, we're quicker, we're cleaner, and there's no confusion. It's just efficient overall. Name's Coach Johnson. Been at Manvel. This is my second year here. I've been using the Gridiron GoRout for our first year and have loved it. So at first, I mean, I wasn't super skeptical, but I've loved the way it's allowed us to move faster, right? If you're using the old school wristbands, you're still having to track and find where it's at on the wristband, or if you're using signals, you have to, move yourself out of the way to get a different sign from the coach, to get in his view sight where it is now. I mean, this has allowed us to move, a lot faster. So I think that's the biggest takeaway. Man, I would say, it's seamless. It's easy. You guys provide the template. So as long as you download the template, it's just copy and pasting from whatever you have. I know a lot of guys use Google Sheets or Microsoft, so you just copy and paste from whatever software you're using into that. And it's, there's no big, massive learning curve at all. It is pretty simple. A 5-year-old can actually get this thing done. The way it's impacted our game day is that it takes the confusion from the kids, especially using fingers, right, or for your signals. Hey, did he throw up a 2? Did he throw up a 1? Was that a 3? Right? So it allows the players to not have that on their belt, right? It has allowed us to, as coaches, have more of a say-so on what they're getting and what they're not. So there's no confusion on that. So, if you're used to using signals and signs or even the old school wristbands, this allows you to be on the same page, right? Especially what you guys are rolling out with in the future. I think this will be cutting edge for other programs to start implementing as well. Yeah, as long as the connectivity's there from what you guys provide as far as the guidelines, turning it on from the start. It's been plug and play. No matter if they're on the end zone, middle of the field, far field, connectivity is getting there pretty fast. Plays are in and within seconds, so we haven't experienced any issues. And if we've had, thankfully we haven't. But you guys are pretty quick in y'all's responses and getting back to us. So. So the only person I've been interacting with has been Drew. He's been phenomenal. The support team, I really haven't had much interaction, which is good because we haven't had any issues, right? And if there has been an issue, these guys have been really quick in getting it fixed, So it's phenomenal what you guys are doing. Oh man, the players think it's cool. So right now, only certain kids get it. So I get, some of the other guys, hey coach, where's my watch at? So the kids love it, coaches love it. Again, everybody's on the same page, and there's just less confusion, more or less, on the watches. So yeah, for sure. Based on how your plays are listed, it allows the kids not only to see it, but to align in it in real time, right? So you can go in meetings, you can go over these plays. That kid may have forgotten that play once you hit the field, but seeing it from the whiteboard in the meeting and now on his watch on practice, it kind of connects the two together based on your learning type. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see this evolving in numerous ways. You've been able right now, the system allows you to communicate to all watches, right? So, I think, moving forward, you get this to where you can communicate with just your line, just your receivers, running backs, quarterbacks. So being able to communicate not just to everybody in its essence, but, to just one singular person and, more sides of the ball, using it defense, special teams, and that sort of thing as well. Yeah, I think other states and other levels are going to pick up and see how fast we're able to move with the watches. I'd love to see that in other states. I think UIL is above the curve right now and allow us to implement into our game planning. So I'd love to see that other states, especially, you go state to state games. I'd hate that to be an excuse for us to being able to, dominate or even win the games, based on these watches. So I'd love to see them implement it so it can be an even playing field. It's not an issue as far as thinking, hey, this is an advantage in that capacity where, teams are, using something that's wrong. It's allowed us to move faster. Again, it gives us more time to coach our kids versus trying to come up with signals and signs. And, you think about, teams stealing those signals and signs. So it eliminates that and allows for a better game, I think. Yeah, so in the past we've used wristbands and we've used signs and signals. Where Gridiron helps us out is where, kids are able to get it right there on their watch. It's faster, it's cleaner, it's smoother, and it's more efficient. Everybody's on the same page. No one's confused on, hey, what did coach signal? Or maybe I misread the wristband wrong. It's one single play that's on the watch. Absolutely. I think you take away from the players having to learn something on their own, where it's signs, signals. Now it's allowed us, the coaches, to be prepped as far as making sure the plays are inputted on the template correctly. And as long as your kid's able to read, it's pretty straightforward. So I would recommend it to a lot of other coaches for sure. Yeah, I would say GoRout has changed how fast and efficient our offense has been able to function this year. We're quicker, we're cleaner. There's no confusion. It's just efficient overall.